everyone, and welcome to the Colonel Newscast, the gentlest, tenderest newscast you'll find anywhere online.
I'm Jack, and I'm vaguely uncomfortable, but somehow slightly enjoying it.
I'm Rose, and let's get right to the news. This past week was the 88th Academy Awards, which is certainly the most important thing that happened this week. During the Oscars, attractive people fake smiled at each other with increasing intensity to assert dominance. Chris Rock reminded the world not to be racist as he blatantly profiled Asian children on live television. And Leonardo DiCaprio was finally able to fool the Academy into giving him his precious.
Leo tricks the hobbitses.
Everyone's favorite movie, Mad Max, made a virtual sweep through the awards on Monday, while a totally obscure second-rate movie, Star Wars, was rightfully and completely ignored. J.J. Abrams was noted to have wept gently and whispered, "I ruined Star Trek for this," backstage before presenting the award for Best Director.
In other news, a man was brutally mauled by a monstrous beast. You might think I'm referring to Leo's character in The Revenant, but this also applies to Bernie Sanders being pragmatically pantsuit smacked by an unidentified lesbian on Tuesday. Speaking of which, this Tuesday was indeed totally super, and by super, I mean super disappointing for the economically challenged. Bernie Dankweed Sanders, an 85-year-old socialist whose favorite color is free, was thoroughly spanked in all southern states by Hillary Danksoul Clinton. Political analysts claim that his loss was due to a shortage of Bernie's most important resource, political stupidity. It was reportedly stolen by Republican candidate Donald Dankwall Trump as he laid the brick to Pastor Ted Cruz, Mark 1.0 Rubato, and Xanax salesman Ben Carson. Prediction markets place the likelihood of a Trump nomination at close to 80%, only slightly below my level of certainty that America is completely fucked.
I think Carson dropped out.
It's also possible that he just never woke up from his podium at the last debate.
The world may never know.
Also, following his Louisville pro-coal speech, Donald Trump has opted to appoint Matt Bevin as his vice president should he receive the nomination. We brought Mr. Bevin in for an interview. Coal!
Care to elaborate?
Coal!
Thank you for your time, Mr. Bevin. Let's take a quick break to hear from one of our supporters.
Are you ready for superpowered action-packed action?
Sure.
Do you want your heart to disintegrate from the explosive adrenaline that's finally pumping through your body?
I guess.
Then get ready for Baby Smackdown. There will be weapons of mass destruction, soul-crushing takedowns, and now introducing vicious, bloodthirsty animals. Baby Smackdown, coming to a preschool near you.
And we're back. In national news, shitty Walmart brand Parmesan cheese was found to actually consist of 30% wood pulp. They've previously claimed it consisted of at least 60% wood pulp, 20% constipation and regret, 15% malnourished cow cheese, and 5% Chinese slave labor. The decrease in wood pulp and resulting decrease in fiber ironically makes the cheese less shitty. Like an I woke up late for class shitty, rather than an I woke up next to Jeff shitty.
Aww.
I think the world would be a better place without Jeff.
You're not wrong.
Come now, I'm never wrong.
This past week, a herd of wild environmentalists was seen attacking cars during a traffic standstill, shouting, "Death to the SUV!" It took police several days to figure out who had perpetrated the attacks, as the environmentalists were wearing camo at the time.
In campus news, the notorious Messer Construction Company has made great strides this week in their continued efforts to inconvenience faculty and students. After their probing of the sidewalk in front of the 90 with their mysterious metal poles, they've managed to successfully shut down the parking lot across from Central. They've also perfected the technique of blocking foot traffic in front of the library parking garage with their humongous fucking trucks just before you were about to cross.
Just like that guy blocked you after you tried to break in.
Kentucky accidentally won its contest against Florida on Tuesday, 88-79. Tyler Eulis and Jamal Murray did what they normally do, acting as fully functioning basketball players and contributing largely to their team's success. However, they were met with the surprising support of Alex Porthras, Isaiah Briscoe, and a dearly missed Skal Labissiere, netting a combined 36 points and 21 rebounds. This is especially notable, as Skal had been reportedly listed in the Lexington Police Department's missing persons report for several weeks, only to suddenly actually fucking show up to the game on Friday. We have Skull with us right now for an interview.
Hey guys.
So, Skull, where have you been for the past several weeks?
Well, you see, about a month ago, Coach and the team were starting to get a little angry with me for some reason.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, well, I just figured that because of that, and considering that classes don't really matter, I decided to take a plane back to Haiti for a while where people wouldn't be mean to me.
But there have been a ton of games since then. Who was out there playing for you?
I just sort of left a really tall rock out there with a jersey on it and let it do its thing.
Wait, so it looks like the Rock actually averaged more points and rebounds than you did while you were playing.
That rock was a solid player, damn it!
Looks like that's all the time we have for you, Mr. Lafayette.
Okay.
And with that, let's take another break to hear from our supporters.
Are you an incorporeal representation of a deceased soul? Do you have trouble talking to the living humans who inhabit your home? Have you ever been exorcised after asking the family you live with if they would mind setting out some cereal or something for you? If so, consider buying the hit self-help book from Ectoplasmic Publishing House, Boo Hoo, Communication for Ghosts. Boo Hoo will teach you how to communicate without resorting to possession.
Hey, honey, look at these fun post-it notes that the ghost left on the fridge.
You'll learn how to help out around the house without breaking expensive furniture.
Honey, look, the ghost is taking out the trash.
Boo Hoo, Communication for Ghosts. Coming to an afterlife near you.
Thanks, Boo-Hoo.
As promised, this week we have an excerpt from Jumping to Conclusion, Katie Girl, XXXXXX, Lesson 3 apostrophe S, upcoming novel.
Oh god.
However, I've decided that we're not going to play it as Katie Girl, XXXXX, Lesson 3 apostrophe S's publisher sent us a 20-minute long audio clip that was just the word boing repeated over and over. We know how hard it is to miss out on a masterpiece like Katie Girl, XXXXX, Lesson 3, but we do have Steph here in the studio today to fill in the wet hole in your heart.
Hello, everyone! Today, I'll be telling you all about the importance of scent. Menfolk are usually creatures with poor eyesight, and they never really listen. So if you have any hope of catching a man, you'll need to have an alluring scent. Good smells to choose from include pine tree, 2x4, or gasoline. Just rub one of these pungent and odorous substances all over your body, and then stand in the middle of the forest. If a forest is not available, your local Home Depot paint department should do just fine. The menfolk will wake from their slumbers. They will stalk you down, and finally, only then will you have your manfolk.
And now, let's go to Madame Vanity Oobleblue with the horoscopes.
Aries! You will get a puppy this week. It will be a small puppy, the runt of its litter. You will love this puppy, and this puppy will love you. You will care for this puppy, and it will grow and grow and grow. You will be forced to move out of the dorms and move back home in order to care for this puppy. The puppy will continue to grow, and your parents will have to sell their home and move to an island far away. Why must you love this puppy so much, Aries? Capricorn! You and your younger sister will wander into the woods by your home. You will get lost. It will grow darker and darker. Your little sister will be afraid, and you will be unable to tell her that you too are afraid. You will hold your little sister's hand, and you will continue to wander through the woods. You will come across a large tree, and dangling from the top of the tree, there will be a ladder. Your sister will climb the rope ladder, leaving you below in the dark, cold forest. Leo! Your parents will die. You and your siblings will be left completely destitute, but you will run away. You will not want to live with your grandfather. You will live in the woods with your siblings. The four of you will shiver in the cold, Leo. You will miss your parents so very much, Leo. Taurus! You will meet someone whom you love very much. You will give them food. You will give them shelter. You will fall deeper and deeper in love with this person. This person will use you, but you will continue to give. Poor Taurus, you will be but a stump of your former self. Virgo! This week, you will be sent to your room. You were being a troublemaker, Virgo. You will fall asleep in your room, hungry from being sent away without any dinner. You will wake up in the woods, far away from your family. Why must you make so much trouble, Virgo? Scorpio! Your friend's ass will fall off, but he will not worry. Help him, Scorpio. Find your friend's ass. Libra. You are an orphan, Libra. Your parents loved you, but they were murdered. They were killed because of you, Libra. You are the cause for your parents' death. You are the one who was supposed to die. Your aunt took you in, Libra, and she does not know this. She knows her sister is dead and she hates you. So does your uncle. So does your cousin. This is all your fault, Libra.
Thanks, Madam V. For more news, horoscopes, and other assorted nonsense, our Twitter is an excellent place to be. Our handle is at UKCOLONEL, or you can go to our website, theUKKernel.org. Or, if you're a masochist, you can try to find us on YouTube. To find it, stand beneath POT at midnight on the night of a full moon, with a bowl of sheep's blood, and then just check our Twitter. I don't fucking know.
The previous segment consisted of satirical content. All references to reality were fictionalized, and all personages were fictional, except for public figures whose likenesses were used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in this segment in no way reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the University of Unitucky, the University of Kentucky, the Kentucky Colonel as in corn, corn as in kernels, El Capitan, the editors of the publication, violent babies, violent lesbians, puppies, Walmart slaves, pantsuits, Xanax salesmen, or your mom.
Your friend's ass will fall off.